Hi fam, how are you all doing? Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. I'm Intentional Favor, and on this channel I share my life experiences on issues pertaining to faith, lifestyle, family, motherhood, living abroad, and so many good stuffs in between. So please don't forget to join the family by clicking on the subscribe button. Also turn on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And to all my amazing returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. Thanks for always coming back. So far in today's video, it's like a continuation, yeah, but it has a twist to it, to be honest. I promised you guys in one of my previous videos that I will share with you guys, why I said yes to my husband. It was actually the video of how I grew to love him despite the fact that he was not my spec. If you've not seen this video and other videos that my husband and I filmed regarding our love story or our marriage journey, feel free to check the description box. I'll leave their links there as well as the playlist for you to enjoy these videos. So in this particular video, I'll be sharing with you guys some selfish reasons why I married my husband. I did tell you guys that he was not my spec. I told you guys how I grew to love him, right? But what I'll be telling you guys in today's video is some of the selfish reasons why I married him. Yes, I said what I said. Selfish, because when I was thinking about them, I remember that in between, all of those stuff, there were still some selfish reasons behind my marrying him. And let's not lie, before you come for me, okay, we all have elements of selfishness in us, okay? Yeah, we think about ourselves, don't we? Yeah, so see it as the reason why I thought about myself rather than him and why I decided to marry him. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. So please give it a thumbs up already if you have not, and let's go straight into it. So the first reason, which actually is the most important, is that my husband loves God so much and he's a God-fearing man. Not a cliche, when you talk about, when you ask ladies, what do you want in a man? A God-fearing man, God-fearing man. Let me tell you guys, my husband is a definition of a God-fearing man. If you know, you know. My husband doesn't joke with God. My husband can do anything for God. And I just saw that about him, that this man is God-fearing, okay? And I know that he will not give me wahala. That is where the selfishness comes in, yeah? Okay? He met that spec of mine about him being a God-fearing man, but underneath it, the selfish reason there is that I know that this man will not give me wahala. So many things are said about men in the society. Men are scum. I don't agree. I don't believe. Some men may be, but the one I married is not a scam. He's not a scum. I'm sure when I was thinking about saying yes to my husband and marrying him, I know that this man will be different from what the society thinks about men. They say that men cheat, all men cheat. Is a lie. When I was marrying my husband, I know that the fear of God he has in him will not make my husband cheat on me. I'm so sorry. I'm not here to condemn anybody, but I'm telling you guys my reality, my story, the selfish reasons why I married my husband. I know that this is a man that will not give me trouble. This is a man I will not have to wake up one day in the morning and just find him that he's with another woman, or he has, that kind of thing. I know he will give me peace, and peace of mind is very, very important. That's why in the video where I shared about spec, to be honest with you guys, why you shouldn't be so bothered about physical appearance is that there are weightier things that matter, some non-negotiables, like this one, being a God-fearing man. My husband just checked that box, and that for me is the most important box that he checked, and because of that, I was able to overlook the other ones. But remember, I didn't jump at it. I still took my time to come to the point that I grew to love him, okay? And of course, I'm still loving him even till forever. Yeah, so that's actually the first selfish reason, his love for God and the fact that he was a God-fearing man. The second selfish reason why I married my husband is because my husband loved me way more than I loved him. I say that again. My husband, the love he had for me when I was still considering whether or not to answer him, or when I was still battling with my spec issues and not, is the fact that this man loved me more than I love him. Of course, I have grown to love him, like I shared with you guys in a previous video, and we love each other equally now, I must tell you. If not, I might even say that I love him more than he loves me. But the selfish reason there, why I married him is because this man, I saw that this man loved me. When That short, apart from him loving God, that's why this is coming second. I saw the way my husband loved me. I don't know how to explain this, guys, but to be honest, it's actually even in line with God's word. The instruction that God gave a man is to love his wife. Yeah. So he met that. The way he loved me, I didn't even love him half of the way he loved me. I saw the love this man has for me. This man was willing to do anything for me. This man was willing to do anything I say. Oh my gosh, he loved me so much. When I was complaining about some of those things about him, that he doesn't meet up, this is that, anything I told my husband then, he was more than willing to do them. I'll give you guys an example. He was living in a face me, I face you apartment. And then I remember one day just jokingly saying to him, wait, if you marry me, if I come back from UK to Nigeria, is this the house where I'm going to live? Like, is this one bedroom, face me, I face? Is this where you want me to be? Do you have this? You have this? Oh my gosh. My husband said, don't worry, I'll get all of that for you. And I'm telling you guys the truth. He actually did. This man was willing to please me. This man was willing to do everything for me. And I did tell him then that, to be honest with you, one thing about you is that I see the way you love me. And I was telling him then, hope it will not stop. Hope you won't stop loving me this way, because the way you love me, I was over the moon. And it's very important, of course, as a lady, you marry a man that loves you more than he loves himself, more than you love him, rather, because that love he has for you will actually keep him, will restrain him from doing certain things. Yeah, I talked about the fact, because he loved God, that's why he will not do any naughty thing, because he loves God first. Okay, of course he can tomorrow decide not to please me, but even recently my husband was telling me some things are happening. Someone sent him a voice note, the way he wanted to reply, but he said the Holy Spirit stopped him. That's it about my husband. He doesn't joke with God. In addition to that, he now loves me, or loved me, more than I did. I just said, what else am I looking for in a man? And I decided to say yes to him. That's the second selfish reason why I decided to marry my husband. The third selfish reason is that I was going to be the love of his life. Yes, you heard me say it. Of course, you guys heard my husband said previously he had, I think, 2 or 3 failed proposals. Like, he just proposed to people. They were not his girlfriend, so he didn't do boyfriend, girlfriend, the same way I did not. But of course, he was just hoping that these people will start a relationship marriage relationship with him, and he proposed and they said no to him. Those were the only ones. So, but my husband never dated any lady before me. I'm going to be the love of his life. I'm going to be his first and only love. Isn't that selfish enough? But actually, that's one of the reasons. He's not coming in like, it's not like I'm going to have maybe, someone broke his heart. In as much as those people broke his heart, he wasn't really so engaged, engrossed into the relationship. So I'm not going to have issues with ex, all of those stuff. So no issues with ex and all of that. Although myself, you guys have heard me, I've said it, I had an ex, yeah. But of course, for him, he doesn't even have an ex. So I'm not going to be hear him talk about, my ex used to do this, so my ex don't do that. I'm actually, sometimes I can be quite jealous, so I wasn't even ready for all of that. No, don't come and tell me about your ex. That's another selfish reason why I decided to marry my husband. Now, the next one, like you guys know me on this channel, I'm always open and honest with you guys. And my brand, this channel represents reality. Okay, I tell you guys as it is, and I'm not going to hide it from you guys. Another selfish reason why I married my husband, guys, is because husband is difficult to find when you are abroad. I said it. Yes, actually, that's another selfish reason why I married him, because I'm abroad. My previous relationship ended, and it's difficult for you to find, they say it's difficult for you to find a husband here that is, especially with my own standard, kind of, because I wanted a God-fearing man. I'm a Christian myself. I don't want to marry just anybody, that we don't have the same value. So my husband has the same value with me when it comes to Christian faith and belief. What else am I looking for in a man? And this one is there. If this one goes, I don't even know when next I'm going to find another person. Honestly, that's another selfish reason why I married my husband. Yes, so I've shared a video before, and I told you guys, why it's difficult for people to get married abroad. You'll be thinking, I'm abroad, shoulder pad. Because of that, you are in Nigeria, you after my money, you after me because I have abroad. Let it be. Yes, to find husband dey easy. But anyways, I guess you guys understand what I mean. But that's actually one of the reasons I was not even ready, apart from him being the will of God. Hope you guys get it. I married my husband primarily because it's the will of God for me. Because I'm sure even with all these things I'm saying, if it was not the will of God for me, I would still not marry him. I was abroad, I was getting so many proposals, I turned them down. But then another reason why I married my husband, selfish reason, is because of his nature. My husband is a gentleman. You guys must have noticed he doesn't talk a lot. He's so calm, he's so quiet and all of that. And me, I have coconut head. I'm very stubborn, okay? If I marry someone like me, I gbas every day. But when you look at him, in as much as we don't have the same quality, me, I'm the bag, he's the calm person. That's actually a selfish reason why I married him, because I believe that he will complement me so well. I looked at his nature. My husband doesn't look for trouble. He's a peace lover. I love peace too, but I'm also stubborn. Even thinking about it now, I don't know who would have been able to deal with me, cope with me, if not the kind of husband that I married. And looking at that gentle side of him actually made me to also marry him. Then another selfish reason why I married my husband is actually my sister-in-law. Yes. So, of course, like I said, I knew my husband since 2011, but I don't know anything about his family. Quite all right. Even when we started the relationship process, one of the reasons why I kind of even fell in love with this man and was happy to marry him was my sister-in-law. Shout out to you, Sister IJ. My sister-in-law is kind of the opposite of my husband when it comes to go-getting. You guys understand me now. When I said in a previous video, my husband is not a go-getter. Sometimes you will think it's in the family, because I was as if I was seeing some trends and I was like, oh my gosh, what kind of man is this? But the moment I got to meet my sister-in-law, first we met over the phone, I started talking with her, I heard about her, my husband was telling me certain things about her, the sacrifices she made for her siblings and all of that. I said, wow, that is it. So because of the kind of person she was, she just made me to love, because it kind of gave me an idea of what the family I'm going into is, okay? For instance, I was telling you guys how I was telling my husband, you don't have this one at home and you want to bring me from UK, I'll come and live in that house. My husband didn't have anything. He was just like I said earlier, godliness with contentment is great pain. That's my husband for you. So my husband can live in one bedroom apartment even for the rest of his life. As at then, when he was even marrying me, he was never thinking about maybe getting another house. I just mentioned it in a way to the ears of my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law said, wait, is that what Brad Charles wants to do? And all of that. She leave it to me. She called him and all of that. She fast-tracked everything. She supported him and made sure that he moved to a new apartment. He got everything. She made sure that all these were in place before I came down from UK to Nigeria. I just saw that in her. She's a go-getter. She is very ambitious. She's very sacrificial. And I just knew, like, if I'm welcome in this family. She just gave me a picture of what my mother-in-law would be like, to be honest, because I don't really know much about my mother-in-law. And I didn't speak so much with her then, okay? But she was the person I had close contact with. She was the first, among my husband's siblings, she was the first person I, spoke with, okay? I remember hearing someone once say that sisters-in-law are more dangerous or wicked, in quotes. All these general things people say about mothers-in-law. So someone said that sisters-in-law are even more wicked than mothers-in-law. And if you know, that's actually true, to be honest with you guys. See all these siblings-in-law, Shelly sisters-in-law, and she's my husband's older sister. So imagine if I have how do I put it, an older sister-in-law like that, that is, oh my gosh, then I'm in for it, okay? And of course, when I finally got to know my mother-in-law is so peaceful, so quiet. People think my husband is quiet, Abby. Wait till you see my mother-in-law. People think that my husband is gentle. Wait till you see my mother-in-law. On top of that, my mother-in-law is a great prayer warrior, and she's everything that you want in a mother-in-law. So this is actually another selfish reason why I married my husband. And did I forget to tell you guys, when I was mentioning my husband's love for God, maybe this should be a point on its own. But another selfish reason why I married my husband is that I saw in him some prospects in him. For instance, I knew that he would be indeed a head of the family spiritually. You know, sometimes one mistake people usually make when they get married is they are looking at other stuffs like money. That's your own desire. They are looking at some things, other things like, oh, this person can bring money, bring this one. And then spirituality wise, for whatever reason, African society used to put that more on a woman. That's why you hear praying woman, praying wife. You hardly hear people talk about praying husband. People never think about the fact that a man is the head of the family and should be the head spiritually, should be a great spiritual cover, and they always pin it on the women. But the truth is that the man should be the priest and the head spiritually of a home. I saw that in my husband. And I know very well that being a Christian in the UK or being a Christian abroad generally is very difficult. I know that with my husband, I know that Christian wise, my values, I'll be on track. That's another real selfish reason I married him. I know that with my husband, all these Christian rituals. Okay, I know my husband will not do anything without doing his devotion. Even if it is to say 5 minutes of prayer before he does anything, take call, make call, do all of these things. He is that strong Christian. And because of that Jinjim I saw in him, this is a sign for you in case you are looking down on all these Jinjim brothers. If you understand that a man should be the head, you will not look down on all those Jinjim brothers. Go and watch my previous videos. You will know that you can actually still make him, mold him with the help of God, physical wise, to make him how you want him to be, to mold him into that. Like maybe he doesn't have a good sense of dressing, you can do that as a woman. You can, okay, as long as this person is teachable, which is another thing. My husband is teachable. My husband is very teachable. I have a lot to say about him. These are all the things, and you can call them selfish, you cannot call them selfish, but the point is that these are qualities I saw in him that made me to marry him, despite him not being my spec. So probably whether you are a lady or you are a guy and you've gotten some rejections, okay, and you think people are looking down on you, you are not spec. You should build yourself to have some qualities. That's what I was saying in my previous videos. There are qualities that you will have. You will be irresistible. Even those that look at you, anyways, I will kind of, you will, for instance, the way I talked about my husband loving me more than I loved him, okay? The same way if you're a woman, if you are very humble, if you are very gentle, you don't give a vibe of, I don't know how to put it. You see that men will be drawn to you. They will marry you for that selfish reason. And the fact that someone married you for some selfish reason doesn't mean that marriage will not work. Hope you know that. Because I called it selfish reasons because these are reasons, apart from him being the will of God, which is paramount. These are the additions, other things, or other reasons why I married him. And the overall, all you can get out from all of this I'm saying is his behavior. All boils down to the kind of person he is. This all boils down to his personality. So we are looking for men, we are looking for women who are the will of God for us, and it makes it easier for us to love. It makes it easier for us to say yes, be it to a man or to a woman, when the behaviors, okay, are also right. So my husband is very teachable. I know that he's someone, if you give him this suggestion, he's not so overpowering. He won't overpower me as a man, as a woman, that you are a woman. He's not a typical African man. That's another selfish reason. Because see, anything but I don't like a typical African man. If you're a typical African man, that's a total turn off. So that's one of my non-negotiables. My husband is not a typical African man. He is teachable. He is down to earth, and all of this. I just saw it and say, what more can I look for? This man will make me happy. This man will actually give me peace. So why not marry him? This also helped me to grow to love him. I'm saying all of this. If you've not watched my previous videos, you might not understand some of the things. So don't judge this video just solely on this one. Please try and watch the previous ones to know where I'm coming from before I got to this point, and you will actually understand. Okay, I'll leave the links in the description box, but I want to believe that you enjoyed this video. Truth be told, we all have selfish reasons why we do some things we do. If you are open and free enough, let us know in the comment section. Do you have any selfish reason why you married your partner? Yeah, and even if you are single, are there some things you are looking out for in a man that you might think that will make you selfish? Let's share them in the comment section. Please don't forget to like this video, it goes a long way. Give it thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next one. Until then, stay blessed, remain intentional, and take good care of yourselves. Bye.